Hey guys, Deja Vu here, and welcome back to the channel. So we did just finish a friendly war against WHF, and you can see it was a pretty sad day over in crunch time. We did end up losing 60 to 63, but that's all right, guys. Let's forget about that. That is not why we're here today. I'm actually on a mission for today's video. When Town Hall 13 was first released and we first got to see those new scatter shots, pretty much everybody said that bat spells were going to be dead at Town Hall 13. We all know they were super OP at Town Hall 12 with Drag Bat, Witch Slap, Pekka Bobat. And today my mission is to prove to you guys that bat spells are making a huge comeback at Town Hall 13. I mean, so many people are using them in tournaments. They're coming in and they are crushing bases. I'm telling you, you guys are definitely going to want to see these replays today. And the reason why bats are making such a big comeback, because we all know ground is the meta right now at Town Hall 13. You know, Yeti Smash, hybrid, stuff like that. So we're seeing so many ground expos. We're seeing single infernos because of all the queen charges with the hybrid, and bat spells, they can just wreck single infernos because the single infernos can't keep up with all the bats that spawn out. So it's just taking over bases. So what we're going to do today is we're going to jump into some replays. I'm going to show you how strong these strategies really are. I'm actually going to show you two different strategies where you can get the bat spells in and just crush some bases. So let's see here. The first one is coming on base number 2. And guys, I'm going to break these strategies down step by step, and I'm going to make them as simple as possible for you guys. So these strategies are going to bring in some easy triples for you and your clan. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. Like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys two different strategies where you can use the bat spells. The first one is going to be ground, and then we're going to take a look at the second one, which is going to be air. I want to start with the ground because in my opinion, the ground one is easier to use. The air one is a little bit harder to execute, but in my opinion, it is a lot stronger because like I said, we're seeing ground expos. It just does depend on the base. So the first one's going to be Yeti Boba is what I like to call it. And this army is pretty much the copy and paste army. So if you guys want to screenshot this, I mean, a little bit might change depending from base to base, but this is the army you're going to want to use. So let's start with what we're looking for like on the base when we want to decide if we should use bat spells or not. So like I said in the beginning, we are looking for those single infernos, because remember guys, the only thing that could take out your bat spells are those splash damage defenses like wizard tower, scatter shots, multi infernos, stuff like that. So let's take a look at the base, and the first thing you want to see is where you could potentially get bat value at. That's where you want to start at when deciding to use this strategy. So let's take a look. So we can already see on the top left we have a single inferno, so that's the first thing we're looking for. And then not only that, but we have a scatter shot and a wizard tower. Let me go ahead and bring this up right here. All right, we have a scatter shot and a wizard tower right here that we can freeze with one free spell. Anytime you have like value like that with a free spell where you can freeze a wizard tower and an inferno, or a wizard tower and a scatter shot, definitely take that opportunity because bats can basically wreck that whole left side. I mean, look at this. There's no other splash over there. Now, if this was a multi-inferno right here, then it would be a problem because we couldn't freeze all three of these. It would be an issue. But since it's a single inferno, you're going to see he doesn't even really need to like freeze the single inferno because the single inferno can't keep up with the bats. So as long as he takes care of that scatter and the wizard, he is good to go. Let's go ahead and roll it and see how he actually gets it done. Okay, so starting, oh yeah guys, he's also using that battle blimp. That battle blimp is OP at Town Hall 13. It basically took over the game. I'm sure you guys are all using the battle blimp right now. With that new death damage, it is crazy strong. So let's see, starting with a warden walk, you want to make the funnel as cheap as possible. That's pretty much a tip for any strategy you're going to use. You always want to funnel the cheapest way, and a warden walk is the way to do it because you're not using any spell. You're not using any troop space with the warden walk. But the main thing is when you're doing a warden walk, you want to make sure your healers switch over from your warden onto your yetis, because that's what makes this strategy so strong, is those healers on those yetis just makes them invincible. So you don't want to put your warden too far. You want to make sure your warden is in range when doing your warden walk, to where the warden will pull over to your main kill squad and then the healers will switch over. It's ideal for the warden not to be taking damage, so then the healers will switch over onto the yetis when they start taking damage. Remember, the healers switch over when the troops are taking damage. And look at this, guys. He's going full, like, hold on, let me go ahead and play it. He's going full risk mode, sending the yetis in and sending the blimp in across the town hall. Look at this. This was a really smart idea. I like this. He put the warden down, he put the blimp down, and then he used the warden ability to catch the blimp. So the blimp was pretty much invincible, flying through that whole base. That was a pretty crazy move there. Okay, so Town Hall is taken care of with that Yeti blimp. That Yeti blimp is pretty awesome. It did have a little bit of a nerf though, to where the Yeti mites do less damage on storages. So make sure you keep that in mind when doing the Yeti bomb on the Town Hall, because you do need a rage now, because the Town Hall is a storage. So the Queen ends up taking out that scatter shot. So look at that. He doesn't even have to deal with the scatter shot. I didn't even know that. Okay, so he's starting the bats on the corner. When doing a bat, well, let me say this first. There's two different ways you can use your bats. You can do a bat bomb and a bat wave. The bat bomb is basically when you drop the bats on top of the defenses and then they just take out the section. The bat wave is when you start the bats on the side of the base and they come together, and the main goal is for them to come, like, all come together and just start one-shotting those defenses. When doing a bat wave, you always want to start the bats on the corner because, like I said, you want them to all bunch up and then they just start destroying defenses. So bats coming in, freezes that wizard tower. Remember, that wizard tower is the only thing that's going to be able to take out his bats on the top left side. Look at those bats come in. They are wrecking that base. Honestly, I wish Supercell would put an upgrade for the bat spell. That would be pretty awesome. They can make them like a purple color to match like the theme of Town Hall 13. How sick would that be? They could match the minion, actually. The bats and the minion should be the same color. All right, so look at that. Bats still alive. Look at that. Those bats are coming around the whole base. They basically started up here and they came around and just destroyed it. I mean, whoever said bats are not working at Town Hall 13, they are absolutely wrong. I mean, I'm seeing them used so much. Look at this. Look how many Yetis he has left. Not only that, but he still has his RC ability. Does he? I think he can swag. Does he swag this RC ability? Guys, this is insane. This base is destroyed. Bats are left up the entire attack. Look at that. Guys, comment down below and let me know what you think of bats at Town Hall 13. Do you think they're strong? Do you think they're not strong? Are you using them? I definitely want your guys' opinion. And there you go. An OP triple from Trapper coming in against Ben from WHF. All right, so we're going to take a look at another Yeti bat replay. And I think it's coming from number 12. Let's see here. Yeah, so look at Kenworth coming in with the triple with Yeti Boba. And guys, this is insane. I want you to think about this. Ain't like I'm just showing you one attack where bats got lucky and tripled at Town Hall 13. This is one war against WHF where bats were used like 4 to 5 times and tripled. That is insane. They're making a huge comeback. I'm telling you guys definitely want to start practicing these strategies, because we're just starting to see more and more bases that are set up like this with the single infernos and the ground xbows. And like I said, it's so easy to get triples with bats. And it ain't like WHF is some noob clan. They have some good custom built bases, and actually these type of like good clans like this, they start using these bases and then everybody starts using the same type of bases. So you guys are definitely going to see bases like this in your own clan. All right, so just like on the last one, let's take a look at this base and let's see what we're looking for when deciding to use bats. So just like the last one, we already see some single inferno. So that's the first thing we're looking for, right? And then like I said, we're looking for some splash damage defenses where we can freeze together. So look over here. We do have a single inferno and a wizard tower that can potentially be frozen right there, but I don't think he actually even needs to do that, because he sends the bats in this way and the Yetis come in and they actually distract this wizard tower, so he doesn't even have to waste a freeze on it. But if he had to, then he could have froze the inferno and the wizard tower. And like I said, anytime we see an opportunity like that, you guys definitely want to take it. So let's go ahead and play it and let's see how he gets it done again. And then after this one, we're going to take a look at the air strategy. And the air one, it is crazy, guys. Anytime you see ground expos and infernos together, you should be using this air strategy that I'm going to be showing you. Okay, so starting with the warden walk again, the warden walk is like the most popular way to funnel. I remember when the warden walk was first used last year, like toward the world champion. I'm not sure when it was used. I think in one of the qualifiers or something like that. And after that, it just blew up and everybody started using it, in case you guys didn't know where the warden walk came from. So look at that. Warden doing work with that new primal skin. I actually don't really like that skin. Comment down below and let me know, what do you guys think of it? What is your favorite skin? Okay, so King coming in, and ooh, that is not good though. He put his King down and the King was in range of the single inferno. You don't want to do that, because the King is going to get roasted and not get that much value. So not really a good play there. I mean, he could have burned the Yeti or something, or Why waste the king? Basically wasted the king. So that's already one thing that went wrong. Ooh, look at this, guys. He's actually using a wall wrecker. That is insane. We don't see wall wreckers being used too often. We usually see the battle blimp or the siege barracks. I haven't seen a wall wrecker being used since like Town Hall 12. That's pretty crazy. So different take on it. I definitely like it. Anything different I like. I hate seeing the same stuff over and over again. But he's a little bit late. I know he does use the warden ability. You want to use that warden ability when using a wall wrecker, if you ever do decide to use a wall wrecker, because you want to keep that wall wrecker alive just to get through the base and open up all those walls. Okay, so troops moving in. Look at all those Yetis. These strategies with Yetis, it's just a mess. They go in the middle and you can hardly even see what's going on. Okay, so the wall wrecker does break open. It doesn't break open the wall to the town hall, so he does get pretty lucky that the troops decide to go that way. Okay, let me pause it here. So again, he's going with a bat wave in this situation. So starts the bats. The bats are going to go and take out that single. Look at that. He doesn't even have to freeze the single inferno. And that's why you want to find these bases with the single infernos. So bats take out the single. Bats take out that warden. Those warden on defense is a really strong defensive building, if you guys didn't know that. Okay, freezes the wizard tower. Bats coming in. Look at those bats just tearing through the base. He still has a freeze spell because, like I said, the one freeze was to freeze that Inferno and whatever else was over there. But the Yetis ended up taking it out before he even needed that extra freeze. Pretty insane. Let's see. RC coming in. Another reason why bats are so strong, if you have to, you can even use the Royal Champion to pick off some of those splash damage defenses. And bats can get even more value. Looks like he doesn't even need that free spell. Again, swagging a free spell. Both of these attacks we took a look at, they both had so many troops left up. They both had extra spells. I mean, that's insane. Look how easy these guys are taking out these bases. It's crazy. I'm telling you, bats are crazy strong right now in this base meta. And there you go, guys. Another triple. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. And last but not least, we're finally going to take a look at the air strategy. So my favorite and probably the strongest way to use bats right now is going to be drag bat. And the reason why this one is so strong, because like I keep saying, it's the bases we're seeing. We're seeing the ground expos, we're seeing the single infernos, and anytime you see those ground expos and the single infernos together where you can get bat value, you should 100% be using this strategy. And I'm going to show you today the easiest way to use it and break it down for you. So let's go ahead and see how he gets it done. He's using 9 dragons, 1 electro dragon. Remember, with dragbat, you don't have enough space to use heroes like most of the time. So you're going to be doing a Sui hero. And when doing the Sui hero, you want to try to get pathing down for your dragons and even get an air defense if possible, even maybe a splash damage if you're using dragbat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the base actually, like we did on the last 2 ones. Let's see where we can get the bat value out, because like I said, the first thing you should start with when looking at a base is if you can get value for the bats. That's the main thing. If you can't get value for the bats, then go with a queen charge dragon or something else. Okay, so looking down at the bottom, I hope you guys are starting to see a pattern here. Look down at the bottom right. We see another base where a wizard tower and an inferno are close together where we can just use one free spell. Guys, if you are building your own bases, don't ever put those two defenses so close together where you can get so much value. And the reason why we're seeing so many bases like this is because people don't think anybody's going to use bats right now, because we're never seeing them used. And there's so many strategies that you can't defend everything. So people are choosing to defend hybrid and stuff like that over bats because, like I keep saying, not that many people are using them. They think the scatter shots, they just scare people off. All right, so let me delete this. And let's see. Let's go ahead and roll it and see how he gets it done. Okay, so going to start with the Sui hero. Let's see where he starts. Okay, king around 11:45. King making his way to 12. So like I said, with the Sui hero, you just want to funnel. You want to funnel for your dragons to come in. All right, king moving down, puts a wall breaker. He wants his queen to break in, and basically he wants his queen to break in and take out these line of defenses. I don't know, does he do I think he has a wall break fail though. Let's see, so those are 4 wall breakers. Is he going to be able to wall break? Okay, so he does get the wall break. That scared me for a second. I thought he actually didn't get it. Okay, so queen's going to go in. I don't think does she actually take out the town hall? That would be insane. I don't remember. I actually watched this replay a while ago and I don't remember. I think she should get down that town hall. That is insane Sui value. Even if your heroes can't get down the town hall, I mean, this strategy is still crazy strong. Imagine if you can Sui the Town Hall. That is so much value with the Queen. That is insane. Just find the Tesla farm over on the right side, using an Electro Dragon to funnel. That's a pretty smart way to funnel. I mean, you can see if you have a spot where you're going to get a lot of chain value, then an Electro Dragon is the way to go, because the Electro Dragon can come in and just chain all this stuff here. Not only that, but we don't have any air defenses over here, so there's basically nothing that could take out your Electro Dragon. So that's going to get a lot of value. If you're using Dirty Space Troop to funnel, make sure you're going to get the value. I see some people, they put Electro Dragons down and there's just no chain value, and the dragon ends up dying, and it's just not worth it at all. I don't understand. But in this situation, it was a great touch. So Dragon's moving in, using the Stone Slammer, use the Warden ability, gets the Stone Slammer in the Warden ability. That is, I love when people do that, because that is basically extra value. Moving against those scatter shots. Those scatter shots are probably the most annoying defenses, like the last two attacks. Going with a Bat Wave again. Obviously, we're seeing Bat Wave is the popular way to go. In my opinion, if you have two buildings where you can freeze and you have to take them out fast, that's when you want to go with a Bat Bomb. In this situation, we got the single Inferno. He's using an Ice Golem, so he doesn't even need a freeze there. Ice Golem tanks the Wizard Tower. Anytime you have a Wizard Tower on the outside where you can tank with an Ice Golem, definitely do that. Getting extra value, and you save a spell. Freezing that scatter shot, because otherwise that scatter shot would have ended up destroying his dragons. Look at those bats coming in. Does end up hitting a bomb, which is pretty annoying. RC took out those annoying Teslas, and look at these bats go. There's so many left. Come on, bats, take out that Wizard Tower. Gets the Wizard Tower. Oh, look at that. Uses the RC ability just in time. It helped take out that Wizard Tower. Look at these bats. These bats, they are insane. This base is destroyed, guys. Look at this. Still has dragons up. Look at that Electro Dragon. I said that. That Electro Dragon got so much value. The troop he used, the funnel, ended up staying up the whole raid. How crazy is that? Guys, you've seen the bats in action now. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of these attack strategies. Are you going to try them out in war? Do you think that bats, do you disagree with me and you think bats aren't strong at Town Hall 13? I appreciate any feedback, and I'll see you guys next time.